Everybody, I'm Chelsea from Waterhouse Pumps, and I'm very excited to be taking you through this product training. Today we're going to be doing product training on the Waterhouse range of pond and fountain pumps. As you know, this brand already sells in your stores, so today the goal is to get you familiar with the brand, to know the product, and to be able to sell this product easily. We're going to do this by first of all learning about the box and knowing what your box says, because your box is always in front of you, so it's easy to sell from. And then we're going to look at the product itself, and then lastly we're going to go to a few maintenance tips that you can share with your customers when you're selling. Okay, if we start with the box, as you can see, this is a Waterhouse product by the logo. Waterhouse comes with different models, about 16 different models in store, starting from the smallest to the biggest. For example, you've got the WH150, which is your smallest pump, which is 150 liters per hour, all the way up to a 5,000, WH5000 or WH12000, which is 5,000 liters per hour or 12,000 liters per hour. Today we're going to be using the pump WH1000. This pump is very more than likely sitting on your shelf right now, so feel free to grab a product and read with me as we go through the box. Remember when you're with your customer that your pumps will be merchandised smallest to biggest. So you have easy point of reference with your customer. If they're looking for a medium-sized pump, a small pump, a large pump, you know where to go more about on the shelf. WH1000 comes with a 1,000 liters per hour. You've got your maximum head height, which is 1.8 meters high, and your wattage, which is 16 watts. Every model pump will have this information displayed. What's nice about the box is that everything you need to know is on here. So if you take time in your day to just learn the box, you'll be able to confidently sell this product. If you look here, the icon says there's a flow control. If you stay tuned for longer, we're going to actually show you that flow control. Then you've got what the uses are for. Use is for fountains, water features, ponds, for your fish, and it is used continuously. That means that this pump can be used 24/7. It should be used 24/7. There's no need to turn it on and off at the wall. You can leave this pump running. If your customer does want to turn it on and off to save electricity, they can. But just reassure them that if they leave it running, nothing's going to happen to the pump. If you turn your eye to the bottom of the box, you will see that all Waterhouse products come with a 3-year warranty. This is a huge selling point because it gives your customer peace of mind when they're making this purchase. Knowing that their product is covered for 3 years is going to give them the confidence that they need to go through the till with the product. You will then see the cable. It comes with a 3-core plug-in cable, all the models. The cable length, 1.5 meters, and the bigger ones have 10 meters. And then the fittings are included. This is a huge thing because normally in store you see the boxes undone, unwrapped, and it looks messy. The customers no longer have to look inside the box. They can simply turn the box to the side and check which fittings come inside. On the side you will see it says fittings, and depending on the model that they're holding, certain fittings are included. For example, this pump comes with a 12mm, a 16mm, and a 20mm. That means that they've got an option of 3 different size outlets, and they can match their tubing or take it home into their system and use it accordingly. You carry on, you'll see general specs about the pump. Model, maximum flow, everything like that. Point and easy reference. If you turn the pump to the back, you will see the illustration. As I mentioned, this pump is used for ponds, fountains, water features, anything to do with a customer needing a pump that sits underneath the water. Okay? As long as this pump is submerged and under the water, it's going to work perfectly. You can see there is a pump graph. The pump graph is often the part that confuses people. Don't let it confuse you. All the pump graph is trying to say is that the higher you need to increase your water, the higher you need the water to push, the lower the pressure is going to be. Okay? For example, we said this pump has 1,000 liters per hour and it has a maximum head of 1.8 meters. If you look at your pump graph, it says exactly that. You've got 1,000 liters and you've got the maximum of 1.8. At 1,000 liters, if you move your finger, at 0 meters, high, it's pumping 1,000 liters per hour. As soon as you increase your height, your flow is dropping. So your blue line is decreasing. So for example, at 1.2 meters, you're getting about 600 liters of water. So the higher you need it to push, the lower the amount of water is going to come out. Therefore, it's very important when you're selling this product in store to make sure that you sell one model up. If a customer comes to you and they say they've got a water feature and it's about 1.8 meters high, don't sell them this pump. Sell them one size up. Because this, although it's 1.8 meters, it's a maximum. That means at 1.8 meters, no water is going to be coming out. It's zero. Okay? So if they are wanting 1.8 meters and they still want water, of course, coming out, sell them one up. Don't forget what I said about the flow control. If you sell them one size up, they can still turn the pressure down a little bit and get rid of any splash. Whereas if you sell them one size too small, they can never turn it up. Because you can't turn it up, you can only turn it down. You can adjust it down. Okay. So the back, don't let it confuse you. It's a simple pump graph. Moral of the story, the higher you need it to push, the lower amount of water that's going to come out. It does also summarize it in a little graph here. You can see that immediately you have your heights. If a customer says on the spot, I've got 0.9 meters, it will then go 580 liters per hour of water. So you can have a quickly point of reference. If you can see that the customer is looking for a very high water feature, say 3 meters, you're going to have to give them a bigger pump, about the WH3000, because you're needing it to reach that high. Okay. If you turn the pump the other side, you'll see the common features of this product. It's a nice reminder when you're standing in front of your customer to quickly check. Let's go through them quickly. Number one, it comes with a thermal protection. That is a nice reminder that the Waterhouse pump, if it is overheated, will automatically switch off. Number two, it comes with a 3-core plug and cable. Inside every box is a strong quality pump. It's got a 3-core plug, which means that it's safe for indoor and outdoor use. Some of the other brands on your shelf might come with a 2-core plug and cable. This means that it's only suitable for indoor use. Selling the Waterhouse pump will immediately give you that advantage because you know it's safe for indoor and outdoor for your pets and your children to play in the water feature. Number three, it comes with a burnout warranty. Our customers love this, that because this comes with a 3-year warranty, the warranty also covers burnout. So if your customer happens to go away for a holiday and leaves their pump without water, at least their warranty is still covered. Again, if the customer happens to cut the cable, the warranty still applies. So a cut cable doesn't void the warranty, they can still claim the warranty. Then you can see that it's got optimum power consumption. That means that the Waterhouse products are eco pumps. They have a low wattage and a strong pump, so they use minimal electricity. You can see that this pump is for continuous use. That means, like I said earlier, this pump can run 24/7. Don't worry about turning it on and off. Nothing's going to happen if it stays on all day and all night. Very importantly, this pump is a submersible pump. That means that it has to be underneath the water. This pump can't play outside of the water, it will break. So when your customer puts it in, it must be completely covered with water. As I mentioned, it is safe for indoor and outdoor use, which is a nice reminder to your customers. And lastly, it's not for swimming pools. This is not a swimming pool pump. This pump is for ponds, water features, fountains, and so on. Okay, so that's a bit of product knowledge for you. What I always like to say about these pumps is that they plug and play. Plug it into the wall and off you go, it's playing. So it's an easy sell. Let's take a look inside the box. As we said earlier, inside every box you get fittings. Depending on the size model, there will be different size fittings in the box. These fittings make it easy for your customer to choose what size tubing they're going to need to buy, or if they've got an existing water feature at their house, if it's currently a 20 mil, they know to use the 20 mil fitting. So they don't have to change their entire system just because they're buying a new pump, which makes it really easy for them to install this product. Looking at the product now, I did mention that it's got a 3-core plug and 3-core cable. This means quality. This is something that you can reassure your customers with. And looking at the price of the product and then the quality of the product, you know that they're buying a good product. If you look at the front, you've got your flow control. Twisting this is going to adjust the flow. If the water is too strong, they can turn it down slightly to avoid splash. But remember, they can never increase the flow. So always sell them one up so they can rather turn it down if it's too strong. At the bottom, you've got your pump feet. These are spares and they hold the pump securely at your pond base. If they ever lose the pond feet or you need a new impeller or new fittings, please phone one of your reps. We do have the fittings in stock for you. Looking at the inside of the pump, if you push your front filter off, it comes off very easily. You'll see that there is no sponge inside. Waterhouse has specifically designed it this way. We've removed the sponge and changed the front of this filter. Anything that gets through the front of this filter can pass through perfectly through your pump. Remember, this is your inlet where the water comes in, and this is your outlet. So the water sucks in from here and pushes out to the top. You can advise your customers on making sure that this front piece is never clogged with any leaves. Just keep water moving freely through it, and that'll keep the lifespan of your pump. Now we're going to look at the impeller. The impeller is like the tires of a car. Just like the tires of a car need to be replaced, so does an impeller. The tires wear out because of using it all the time, so does the impeller. You have to every now and then replace your impeller. The impeller sits inside the pump. You twist off the front cap. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky, so just use a strong nudge. Don't lose this piece, it's very important. And then you will notice you've got 2 rubber pieces. This is your front rubber piece. Keep this piece very close when you're checking your customer's pump. And inside, you've got your impeller. Your impeller is a magnetic piece, so you will feel there's a pull to it. Okay? Inside your pump, you've got your shaft. At the back of that shaft is another rubber piece. Like I said, make sure that you never lose these 2 rubber pieces, because that is what's making your impeller sit firmly inside the pump. If we put the impeller back in, you'll see it pops back in. Put your rubber piece back on. Put your cap on and twist it on. Just like that, you're good to go. If your customer does come in store and says that their pump is no longer working, the best check to do is plug your pump into the wall, plug their pump into the wall, and make sure that there's still a humming sound. If the pump has got a humming or a vibrating sound, you know that the motor is not dead. That means that the impeller needs to be changed. If you plug the pump into the wall and it's completely silent, you know that the motor is dead, which means that the whole pump is broken. As soon as you have that humming sound, you know that it's just the impeller. Putting the pump at the bottom of your pond, rather put the pump on a brick. If the pump's on a brick, it's going to get the clearer water. Whereas if it's at the bottom of your pond, it's going to get all the muck on the ground. So raise the pump slightly and it will protect your pump and make it last many, many years. So at the end of our training, let's recap on a couple things. Number 1, you need to be confident when you're selling this product. Number 2, don't forget that this product comes with a 3-core plug and cable. That is an amazing selling point to make to your customer. What does that mean? It means that it's safe for pets, children, indoor and outdoor. It lasts much longer and it's a better quality product. Number 3, it comes with a flow control. Adjust your flow accordingly. Number 4, it comes with spare fittings. Look inside your box, or better yet, check the side of your box to know which size fittings come inside the box. That is easy to use when you get home. Number 5, remember that everything, all the spares are available through your rep. So if you ever need any spares or you ever have a repair request, simply phone your rep and they'll sort it out for you. We don't want your customer waiting long, so we generally have a 2-day lead time where we sort this out for you immediately. And lastly, don't forget to check your spec of your pump. On the shelf, your pumps go from smallest to biggest. Check the model code and check the liters per hour. When you know those two things, you can easily direct your customer in the direction that they need to go to buy the right pump. Look at the wattage, the height of the pump, and the maximum flow. That will indicate what size pump is best used for their water feature or pond. Thank you so much for joining me on this training. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment or to send me an email or phone me, and I will be sure to get back to you. See you soon.